Well, hello, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to our neighborhood. And if you are a current subscriber, then I'd like to greet you with the customary, hey neighbor. Now, if you are new, I hope that you drop down below and consider subscribing. I post videos weekly for new recipes and different things. So we encourage you to join our neighborhood. And if you are a current subscriber, as always, I'd like to thank you so much for sticking with me. In tonight's video, I will be sharing with you all my absolute favorite Thanksgiving dessert. It is, drum roll please, brrr, sweet potato pie. Now, if you're looking for a delicious and easy sweet potato pie recipe that is sure to please your family and surprise all those Thanksgiving guests, then stay tuned. Also, before the end of this video, I will be announcing how to enter my giveaway. We're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. So later on in the video, I'm going to tell you the ins and outs of how to enter that giveaway and when it ends. So first, let's hop right into that sweet potato pie recipe. I'm going to begin by putting my potatoes on the stove. Now, if you notice here, I've already peeled my potatoes before I boil them. Some people boil them with the skins on, but I've just found it's easier to handle them after if the skin is already off for me. That is just a personal preference. You can do this any way you would like. You can actually even bake them as well. Now, once they are tender, so I'm going to stick this fork in them, and that is what I need them to be. I'm going to get them drained and put into a bowl. Now, this first step is probably one of the most important steps for a good sweet potato pie. You're going to start by just blending the sweet potatoes down to get them mashed. This is the step in which, if there are strings in your potato, you would take time to get them out. Depending on if you're using sweet potatoes or yams, the time of year, where they were grown, some of them can be very, very stringy. And those strings are very fibrous. And they can make your pie tough. You don't want to chew on them. So this step here is very important. So if you notice, I'm just taking my blender and I'm going around and around and around, trying to smooth things out, but also check for strings. So I'm going to let you take a little peek at my beaters. And if you look, my pie actually was not that stringy. My potatoes were not that stringy. There are a few strings, but not a lot. So if yours were extra stringy, that's where you would go and rinse your beater off, and then you can continue. So now I'm adding in 2 sticks of melted butter. Do not use margarine. Butter, okay? That's what we use here in the South. That's what we use here in Alabama. Now, next up is my white sugar. I used 1 1/4 cups of white granulated sugar, and then I used a 1/3 cup of light brown sugar. So once that sugar and butter has been added to the mixture, to the potatoes, we're going to go ahead and get that mixed up. And I like my hand mixer. It gives me control over what I'm doing. So you'll notice throughout this video that I am using my hand mixer and also a little spatula scraper mixer right there. Yeah, that thing. I'm drawing a blank right now. to mix my pie. And these are the only two utensils that I will use. So ever so often, make sure you go in and scrape down the sides of the bowl. That's what I'm doing there, to get it all mixed in. Now, I'm adding in a teaspoon of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. That is the perfect amount for the amount of pie that I have. And then I'm going in with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and also 1 teaspoon of lemon extract. And that is pure extract. That's not the imitation stuff. It will not give you the same taste. So just spend that extra little couple dollars and get you the pure extract. I promise you, you will be happy that you did. So now I'm going to get the spices and the flavorings blended in. So I'm just going to blend here for a minute. You want everything blended in smoothly and evenly. So take your time. It doesn't take long to assemble, but also you don't want to rush it, and you want to make sure that everything is mixed in nicely. Here I'm just putting in a dash of salt. Yes, a dash is a measurement, okay? So I put in a dash of salt, and that just helps to develop the flavors in the potatoes a little bit. And then here we go. We're on our mixing train once again. And I'm going to scrape that bowl down. Here are 2 lightly beaten eggs. Now, before I put these eggs in, I did test my pie to make sure I was happy with the taste. Taste your pie before this step right here. So I did 2 lightly beaten eggs and kind of a splash of milk. And I just got that mixed in because you don't want your pie runny. You want a nice, firm sweet potato pie. So you don't want to add a bunch of milk to it. Just a little bitty splash just to get you a nice, smooth consistency. But it is important that before you add those eggs that you taste that mixture. Because whatever this mixture tastes like, y'all, that is what your pie is going to taste like. And we are almost done. The last thing that we're going to do, just to make sure that our pie isn't loose and that it is binded, I'm going to add in a few sprinkles of flour. So there was a sprinkle, and I'm going to mix that around with my little spatula thingy. Yo, why can't I remember the name of this? I don't know, but hey, it's getting the job done, isn't it? It's getting the job done. I'm gonna go in with one more little sprinkle of flour, and just kind of eyeball it there. And this is all-purpose flour that I'm using, and that's all of the flour that I'm using. I don't like when people use a whole bunch of flour, and I like for my sweet potato pie to have that nice bright orange color. Like, that is what I'm always looking for when I look at sweet potato pie. That nice vanilla lemon balance with the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the butter, and that's what makes this, my favorite dessert of pretty much all time. And we are done here. Now it's time to get our pie put in the pie shells. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, while I'm a Southern belle, and I love cooking, I don't always make my pie crust, okay? Now, these frozen pie crusts are just fine. Half of the time, people can't even tell the difference. So tonight, we are using frozen pie crust. So don't talk about my frozen pie crust. It might hurt my little heart. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead and start filling up our pie crust. And these are deep dish crust. They aren't the regular 9-inch crust. They're the deep dish. And I'm actually going to get 2 pies out of this mixture. So if you were using the regular 9-inch pie crust, you probably could get 3 out of it. So I just start by filling up the pie crust and then smoothing it out. And then I'm going to fill up the second one. And then you'll see me, right here. Sometimes this happens to your pie crust. See how that broke off? All I'm going to do is pick it up. I'm going to sit it right back on the side, and I'm going to take my fingers and just pinch it down. Just the same as if you were making your pie crust and you went around and pinched it. I'm going to go around, and that's how I'm going to get that to settle back in. So if you do get a little piece that falls off, or say the bottom of your pie crust cracks, you could just take your fingers and press against it, and the heat from your fingers will make it mold back into place. Just be very delicate with it, and it gets the job done. Here, this is the second pie crust, so I'm filling that one up. And then after that, you'll see I have some mixture left in my bowl. So now I'm going to go and add a little mixture to each of the crust. Now, some people can give you an exact measurement of, you need to have 2.5 cups. Y'all, I just eyeball it. I know what it's supposed to look like. In my mind, I know that there are eggs in here and a little bit of flour. So while it's baking, it's going to give you a little bit of a rise, but it should not bake over at all. I've never had a sweet potato pie bake over, because what happens is while they're baking, they rise up, they puff up a little bit, and then once they're done, as they cool, they shrink back down and level back off. So you shouldn't really have any issues with your pie baking over. I am going to bake these in an oven that has been set to 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for an hour. And then after an hour, they are completely done. At the end of the video, you will see the clip of the final product. But before I do that, I have a really important message coming up for you about the giveaway. So in just a second, I'm going to share that information with you. Alright guys, thank you so much for making it this far in the video. And as a way to say thank you, for my first giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a $25 Visa gift card. And to enter this giveaway is super simple. You only have to do 3 things. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Okay? The first is be a subscriber to Kitchen Notes from Nancy. You must be a subscriber. Number 2, I need you to drop down in the comment section and answer the question, what is your must-have or favorite Thanksgiving dessert? So you're going to answer that question down below. And then the third thing is to make sure that you are following at Kitchen Notes from Nancy on Instagram. So make sure you're following there, and you will be entered into the giveaway. Now, the winner will be chosen at random. The giveaway closes on November the 28th at 9 p.m. So it closes on Thanksgiving night at 9 p.m. I will be announcing the winner of this on Sunday, November the 30th, and I'll announce the winner in 2 ways. I'll announce in a video, and I will also be announcing the winner on Instagram. So I'll announce the winner 2 ways on November the 30th. Again, thank y'all so much. The reception here has been wonderful, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to give a little bit back because you all have given me so much. And this is just the first of many giveaways. So I hope you join in. I'm super excited to see who wins, and I can't wait to see what your favorite Thanksgiving dessert is. Also, I'll be sharing my second favorite dessert tomorrow in a video, a whipping cream pound cake that is going to make you want to lick the bowl. So stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye neighbors.